Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Chicago Bears.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Herbert back to the air. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The numbers a week ago for Michel: 19 carries, 95 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hastings. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29.
Herb Smith Jr.
A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher, but here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a first-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd round kind of fit in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken higher.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw on second down. Hastings. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive. Ball game. It was countered by just a field goal, so hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football, but you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27-yard
line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
After the penalty, it's Penny. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A gain of 6 there on first.
And 4.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score, Chargers 7, Bears 3.
Now Rashad Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Herbert now on second down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Out of the end zone. Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Penny. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy. Yeah,
I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hastings. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Off the play fake. Hastings. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hastings. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Defense.
So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now a dump off here complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, Hastings. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll get that complete to Reed. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Penny, the first down carry, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. They set up the screen to Penny. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Bears take over.
22-yard.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Hastings going to look deep for Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Wilson. 67 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead. The try here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26. 46-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Herbert on first down now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On second and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Second and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Second down and 3. To the air again, Herbert. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. On first down, Justin Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Herbert throwing again. Henry's got it out on the left side. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Again, Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's second and 2 now from the 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football.
Justin Herbert sacked. A fumble on the play.
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline, there's the head coach saying, oh, heck. Kick it. Field goal time.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Ashley's kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. 17. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Lead at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, Hastings looking long for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
The first down pass. Intercepted.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. A double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Julio Jones, a touchdown reception. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Phillip Lindsay, well over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run as well. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Sam Darnold, sharp in the victory as his guys bounced back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Smith catches left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third down.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He's brought down.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Off play action. Hastings. He's going to look deep down the field. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have broken the tie. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one will sail out of bounds. Sort of the pin on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing on first down. Hastings is hauled in by Wilson, 6'4" tight end. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
13-yard line.
waiting from the gun. Hastings. And get that to Michelle. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, Michelle. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hastings. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Herbert, and he finds Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That throw into the arms of Allen, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's caught by Penny. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
6 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And it's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. It's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out. And deliver.
34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Leaves it for Penny. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Herbert back to the air. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't partially covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Joe Williams. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Again, it's Penny. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Another nice pickup through the air. And I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Penny. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the...
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
Michael Badgley lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The kickoff for the Chargers.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
They begin with Michel on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Makes the tackle.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. To throw on 2nd down. Hastings throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Complete.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Off the play fake. Hastings. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It's 2nd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Hastings. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hastings. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Hastings. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Hastings. And he can't hang on. And a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hastings. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.